On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Sodom.
A city that, according to the Bible, was destroyed by God because of the wickedness of its inhabitants, also refer as sodomy, anal intercourse between men.
Examples:
Sodom and Gomorrah. The city of Sodom. The term Sodom has become synonymous with acts of homosexuality and is used as a derogatory term for gay people.
Daisy.
A wildflower that typically has a yellow disc at the center of a white or pink and white flower head.
Examples:
Daisy chain. Lawn daisy. She picked a blue daisy from the meadow and placed it in her hair.
Grandchild.
A child of someone's son or daughter.
Examples:
Grandchild-grandparent relationship. Grandchild development. The grandparents take care of their grandchild while the parents are at work.
Plow.
A farming implement used for breaking up and turning over the soil, especially before planting. Verb, to turn over and break up the soil in preparation for planting crops.
Examples:
Plow equipment. Deeply plow the soil. The farmer tied the yoke oxen to the plow.
Mule.
A domesticated animal used for riding, carrying loads, and farm work, characterized by its long ears, short mane, and sturdy build.
Examples:
Load the mule. Mule caravans. The stubborn mule refused to move until it was rewarded with a carrot.
Outhouse.
A small structure located outside of a main building that contains a toilet or latrine.
Examples:
Wooden outhouse. Disused outhouse. The outhouse behind the cabin was a rustic alternative to indoor plumbing.
Miller.
A person who operates a mill, equals a plant consisting of one or more buildings with facilities for manufacturing, especially a grain mill.
Examples:
Miller flour. Watermiller. The miller's work was a vital component of the local economy, providing flour to the bakeries and farmers in the area.
Banjo.
A musical instrument with a long neck and a circular body covered in parchment or plastic, which is plucked or strummed to produce a twangy, resonant sound.
Examples:
Famous banjo player. Banjo music. The musician played the 5-string banjo as part of his folk ensemble.
Thanksgiving.
An annual holiday celebrated primarily in the United States and Canada, typically observed on the fourth Thursday in November in the U.S. and on the second Monday in October in Canada, that commemorates the giving of thanks for the blessings of the previous year.
Examples:
Thanksgiving traditions. Thanksgiving parade. My family gathers together every year for Thanksgiving dinner.
Bluegrass.
A genre of American traditional music originating from the Appalachian region, typically characterized by lively tempo, acoustic instruments such as banjo, fiddle, and guitar, and close harmony singing.
Examples:
Bluegrass music. Bluegrass festival. The band played a lively bluegrass tune that got everyone dancing.
Claw.
A curved, pointed appendage found on the foot or leg of an animal, used for gripping or grasping. A human hand with long, narrow fingers that are curved like a claw. A machine or tool with a claw-like opening used for gripping or lifting objects.
Examples:
Claw marks. Claw hammer. The bear used its claw to catch a fish in the river.
Clinch.
To settle or finalize decisively, to secure or grasp firmly, to make certain or confirm beyond doubt, to secure a victory or success by a decisive action or effort.
Examples:
Clinch a playoff spot. Clinch a victory. She managed to clinch the deal by offering a competitive price and excellent customer service.
Airy.
Having a light, delicate, or ethereal quality, spacious and well ventilated, lacking in substance or depth.
Examples:
Airy fairy. Airy dress. The room felt airy and spacious with its high ceilings and large windows.
Excite.
To make someone feel suddenly enthusiastic or eager.
Examples:
Excite the crowd. Excite rebellion. The news of her promotion excited her.
Medley.
A mixture or assortment of different things, often of different types or genres, presented in a single performance, arrangement, or collection, of swimming, a race in which competitors use different strokes or events.
Examples:
Seafood medley. Medley of emotions. The singer performed a medley of their greatest hits during the concert.
Pass.
No longer fashionable or current, outdated, considered to be old-fashioned or out of date.
Examples:
Passé entertainment. Passé trend. Bell-bottom jeans, once considered passé fashion, have made a surprising comeback in recent years.
Electrify.
To make a machine or system work by using electricity, to make someone extremely enthusiastic about or interested in something.
Examples:
Electrify the audience. Electrify a manufacturing process. The product developed through years of research continues to electrify the market.
Daring.
Brave and taking risks.
Examples:
Daring escape. Make a daring face. Her choices become increasingly daring and creative.
Scout.
A person or group sent out to obtain information, gather intelligence, or make observations, typically in a military context. A person or group sent out to explore or prospect for new opportunities, resources, or locations.
Examples:
Boy Scout, Scout Troop. The company sent a scout to explore new business opportunities in the overseas market.
Yank.
To pull something or someone forcefully with a sudden movement.
Examples:
Yank out a tooth. Yank at a rope. He tried to yank the memories from his brain.
Decode.
To convert something, such as a message or piece of information, from a specific form into one that you can understand.
Examples:
Decode a message. Ability to decode the differences. The software could decode the encrypted data and reveal the hidden information.
Step.
A vast, wide, and usually treeless plain, typically found in semi-arid or arid regions, characterized by fertile soil and grassy vegetation, often used for grazing livestock. An expansive and open grassland ecosystem found in Eurasia and North America.
Examples:
Steppe climate. Barren steppe. The nomadic tribes set up camp on the vast steppe.
Foreman.
A person in charge of a group of workers, typically in a factory, construction site, or other industrial settings. A juror who presides over jury deliberations and speaks for the group in court.
Examples:
Foreman position. Foreman duties. The foreman on the construction site is responsible for overseeing the workers and ensuring that the project is completed on time.
Sack.
To remove or dismiss someone from a position or place. Noun, a large bag made of strong, rough material, such as burlap, that is used for storing or carrying things.
Examples:
Sack an employee. A sleep sack. He was sacked from his job for stealing company property.
Sneak.
To go somewhere, or take someone or something somewhere secretly or stealthily. To steal or do something secretly or stealthily.
Examples:
Sneak a cigarette. Sneak out of danger. The children tried to sneak out and eat the candy.
Robe.
A loose-fitting garment, typically a long flowing outer garment, often worn as a ceremonial or formal attire.
Examples:
Silk robe. Velvet robe. The wizard's robe was embroidered with golden stars and moons.
Singe.
To burn something slightly or superficially, usually by mistake.
Examples:
Singe off the hair over the flames. Singe the edges of a fabric. I didn't realize the iron was still hot and singed my dress.
Chariot.
A two-wheeled horse-drawn battle vehicle used in ancient Egypt, Greece, and Rome for warfare and racing.
Examples:
Chariot builder. Chariot race. The ancient Romans enjoyed spectating chariot races.
Weep.
To cry tears because of sadness, rage, or pain.
Examples:
Weep bitter tears. Weep for joy. I'm easily moved to tears, so I would weep in sympathy if I saw that movie.
Moan.
To make a low, prolonged sound of pain, grief, or sexual pleasure. To complain about something.
Examples:
Moan the current situation. Moan with pleasure. She moaned in pain as the doctor examined her injury.
Wade.
To walk through water that is not deep enough to swim in, to struggle or proceed slowly and laboriously through something, such as a difficult situation or a crowd of people.
Examples:
Wade down a street. Wade through paperwork. I had to wade through the knee-deep water to get to the other side of the river.
Bale.
A large bundle of goods such as cotton, hay, or paper. A bundle of goods used to weigh a product, especially wool, hay, etc.
Examples:
Square bale. Bale of cotton. The farmer stacked the hay bales in the barn to keep them dry.
Aft.
The opposite of forward, located at or towards the rear or back of a ship, aircraft, or other vehicle.
Examples:
Aft cabin. Aft view. The aft section of the ship suffered significant damage after the collision with the reef.
Broth.
A liquid in which meat, fish, or vegetables have been cooked, used as a base for soups and stews.
Examples:
Chicken broth. Remains of broth. I always add a bit of broth to my soup to give it more flavor.
Abyss.
A deep, dark, or seemingly bottomless chasm or void.
Examples:
The abyss of time. An abyss of hopelessness. The deep sea is an abyss of mystery and discovery.
Daffodil.
A type of spring flowering plant that has yellow or white petals and a trumpet-shaped center, a symbol of rebirth and renewal.
Examples:
Autumn daffodil. Blooming daffodil. The yellow daffodils in the garden signaled the arrival of spring.
Mow.
To cut down and trim grass or other vegetation, usually with a machine such as a lawnmower, to cut down or harvest crops.
Examples:
mow the field, mow a yard. My father likes to mow the lawn early on Saturday mornings.
Bottleneck.
A narrow or busy section of road or a junction where the traffic often gets slower and stops, anything that slows down development or progress, especially in business or industry.
Examples:
performance bottleneck, bottleneck in production. Memory bandwidth is a significant bottleneck in this computational simulation.
Humming.
Producing a continuous, low, vibrating sound like that of the bee.
Examples:
humming sound, hummingbird. The humming of the bees filled the air as she walked through the garden.
Medicinal.
Of or relating to the treatment or cure of disease.
Examples:
medicinal chemistry, traditional medicinal. The medicinal properties of this herb have been known to help with various ailments.
Gyroscope.
A device consisting of a spinning wheel or disc mounted in such a way that it can rotate freely in any direction, used to maintain balance, stability, or orientation in navigation, aerospace, or other systems.
Examples:
gyroscope sensor, inertial navigation gyroscope. The gyroscope in the spacecraft helps to stabilize its orientation during the mission.
Knit.
The egg of a louse equals that is a tiny insect that lives in human hair, or some other insect, a foolish person.
Examples:
knit in a dog's fur. She is a little knit. Careful brushing can remove knit.
Gunpowder.
A mixture of substances, including sulfur, charcoal, and saltpeter, that is used as a fuel or explosive.
Examples:
gunpowder paper, smokeless gunpowder. The invention of gunpowder revolutionized warfare.
Flare.
To burn brightly with a sudden, intense burst of flame or light. Noun, a sudden and brief burst of bright flame or light, a sudden and intense burst of radiation from the sun's surface.
Examples:
flare up into a major crisis. The flare of a match. The sun flared and caused a sudden brightening in the sky.
Cannon.
A large, heavy gun fired from a fixed position or mounted on a vehicle, used in warfare or hunting.
Examples:
cannon salute, cannonball. The heavy cannon fired a loud shot that echoed across the battlefield.
Cracker.
A crisp, dry-baked food usually made from flour and served as a snack or with soup or cheese. A person who breaks into computer systems or networks without authorization, commonly known as a hacker. A small firework that is designed to make a loud noise when ignited.
Examples:
cannon cracker. Computer cracker. I love having a cheese and cracker platter while watching a movie.
Fuse.
A small part in an electrical device or machinery that can interrupt the flow of electrical current when it is overloaded. Verb, to become plastic or fluid or liquefied from heat.
Examples:
Fuse blows. Fuse with one another. He has a short fuse.
Plywood.
A strong, flexible, and lightweight engineered wood made of thin layers of wood veneer that have been glued together at alternating, perpendicular angles.
Examples:
Flexible plywood. Plywood furniture. Manufacturing companies use large sheets of plywood to make furniture and fixtures.
Bury.
To place a dead body in the ground, grave, or tomb.
Examples:
Bury in the earth. Bury emotion. There is plenty of space to bury everyone.
Redo.
To do again, usually to correct or improve upon a previous attempt, to renovate or redesign something to make it better or more suitable.
Examples:
Redo a kitchen. Redo a project. I had to redo my entire presentation because the formatting was off.
Eyelash.
Any of the short hairs that grow around the eyes.
Examples:
Eyelash brush. Not bad an eyelash. An eyelash curler is a girl's best friend.
Welt.
A raised ridge or bump on the surface of a material, such as fabric, leather, or skin, a strip of fabric or material used to reinforce or finish the edges of garments, cushions, or furniture. Verb, to strike or hit something or someone forcefully.
Examples:
Leather welt. Welt from a spanking. The runner had a large welt on her leg after the fall.
Tuna.
A large fish of the mackerel family, found in warm seas, commonly used for commercial and sport fishing and as a food source for humans and other animals.
Examples:
Tuna steak. Canned tuna. I made a tuna sandwich for lunch today.
Hamstring.
A group of 3 muscles located on the back of the thigh that are responsible for flexing the knee joint and extending the hip joint. Verb, to impair or disable someone or something by damaging their effectiveness, strength, or power, particularly in a way that restricts movement or agility.
Examples:
Hamstring injury. Hamstring his effort. Physical therapy can be useful in rehabilitating a hamstring injury.
Sew.
To join, fasten, or repair 2 pieces of something by putting the thread through them with a needle.
Examples:
Sew with thread. Sew a button. My mother taught me how to sew.